Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp is getting tributes and grief in the Saturday mailbox after announcing his departure on Friday, while there's speculation about who could replace him at Anfield. Send your thoughts on Klopp, Liverpool and anything else into the editor at football365.com. Banter outcome. I feel like we're missing a name when we look at possible replacements for Jurgen Klopp at Liverpool. Unai Emery. I'm sure there's a football argument to be made, but I mainly think it would be hilarious for Stevie G to be overlooked in favour if the guy who so quickly and ruthlessly exposed how piss poor a job he'd done at Aston Villa. Arsenal fans might have fun reactions too. Yours etc. Liam, Tala, Dublin. My irreplaceable one. I can't be the only one who noticed that LFC's list of irreplaceable managers started with Shankly and Paisley, Paisley being the one who literally did replace Shankly. Had to smile at that. Seriously though, as a non-Liverpool fan, Klopp was really something special. His teams were always capable of going toe-to-toe with any other teams on the planet, although obviously didn't win every time, and did it in an exciting way. They never knew when they were beat and were devastating at times on the attack. Klopp's record was a bit too good against my team, so, like Fergie, I was always going to be a bit annoyed with him. But like Fergie, you'd have loved to have him manage your team. Best of luck in the next thing. Derek from Dundalk. Well, that was a surprise. Honestly, I'm not the type to moan about it. He's made his decision and our job now as a club and fan base is facilitate his exit as best we can while showing out utmost gratitude for what he has done. But what has he done? Well, I want to talk about that and leave out the trophies for a minute. Trophies are important, but he did something far more important. After Rodgers' final efforts, this was a broken fan base of people who were starting to believe it would never happen. The club seemed to have little to no direction, and while well-meaning at times, FSG didn't seem to fully understand what was needed. There was also not much prestige about the manager's job at Liverpool due to the years of almost being good and financial and commercial mismanagement. We were extremely lucky to get a manager of Jurgen's ability, but also a manager who immediately understood the job was a little bit more than just picking the right players and tactics. A little like United now, the club needed to be nursed back to strength and needed someone to unify and galvanize everyone. That's what Jurgen did. I remember people laughing at him fist pumping a 2-2 draw, but that was the moment it changed, in my opinion. We saw his desire and motivation, and it bled through to the fan base, and we became believers. Fast forward to today, and we are now somewhat successful, stable, with a good team of players who can clearly play at the top level. He has left the job as an infinitely more attractive prospect than the one he walked into, and that is what Liverpool fans have to really be grateful for. Because replacing Jurgen will be a little easier than finding him thanks to his efforts on and off the pitch. Thanks Jurgen for repairing the club's prestige and healing its unbelieving and sometimes a little bitter soul. I did not realize Klopp would wake up, read my morning mail and decide to pack it in. All jokes aside, I did make an error in my point, however. Man United during the period I listed have actually won one more trophy than LFC during Klopp's years, a League Cup. Oliver, I was not comparing the League Cup to the CL trophy. I meant that was the only trophy Klopp won that United didn't during that period. But the Europa League is the only trophy Klopp hasn't won during his 9 years, maybe this year. Even going by the FIT scale, it's LFC, 21, Man United, 27 points awarded during the period I reference. That said, in all honesty I would have loved had Klopp accepted Fergie's offer back in 2013, but he didn't want Disneyland, and the rest is history. Klopp brought a new style and way of playing to the EPL, for better or worse. He made United's decline since Fergie left twice as unbearable as he made LFC a good team again. The only team I put ahead of LFC as a football force I love to see get beat on the grand scale as a United supporter is Barca. Seeing Klopp's team absolutely annihilate them in 2019 were games that truly blew me away, and will live long in the memory. That was peak Klopp for me. A truly unstoppable force making pros look like children when in sync. A bit like Mike Tyson in his prime. The greatest ever? No. One of the most thrilling ever? Absolutely. The best period for LFC in the last 30 years will be this one, and it is a great period for their fans' memories. My original point is when the dust settles, time has passed and new champions are crowned, they will be compared by what they achieved, not how they played. Man United got the 3 Champions League finals in just 4 years during the end of Fergie's reign, but due to Pep's Barca, that decade is owned by them on the grand stage. You rarely, if ever, hear how glorious Everton or Villa were in the 80s either. This is all the past, however. What matters now is the future. Get it right, and LFC have the foundations to keep pushing City. Get it wrong, a la Moyes/United, and it may bring another 30 years of misery. I suspect more of the former as FSG tends to plan well, and this has been known since November. I hope talk of Xabi Alonso doesn't derail their Bundesliga campaign, but, full schadenfreude here, I do hope this does derail LFC's. But thank you Jurgen, at your best, you are a remarkable man and coach, tactician and leader. I appreciated all the thrilling games you brought to the PL, and F you for the 7-0. I hope you enjoy coaching Germany, Bayern, Real or whatever comes next, they will deserve you, and I look forward to our final encounter in April.